What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel for a brand new speed build. Today, you guys, we are creating Janelle's place from the Foremans. Now, I am still feeling like crap, and I sound like crap, even though it may not actually sound like that to you. That is because I am trying to keep my voice at a soprano level, because if I let it dip down into the altos, I'll start sounding like a butchered bullfrog, and we're not here for that. So this could unfortunately be your video for Foreman Friday, or if it's on a different day, then obviously that wasn't the case. Because I'm not feeling up to par today, to be real with you guys, I don't want to film an entire episode because I have such high standards for myself when it comes to the Foreman series that I don't want me feeling icky and sicky to kind of taint that, if that makes sense. But anyways, let's talk about the apartment, because actually this is going to be an interesting build. So as you guys can see, I've been using my latest and greatest technique that a lot of people have been doing, by the way, to switch out the apartment windows in San Myshuno and any apartment really. This actually allows you to create a more flexible layout. You're able to actually move the exterior doors and even objects. Yes, objects in the apartment hallways. If this is something that sounds like it is going to completely change your world, I actually have a tutorial on it, which I'll link in the description or at the end of the video. And you're probably also a little bamboozled by the fact that this kitchen set has never been seen before, and that is because yesterday, amongst my bewilderedness, if you will, I decided, you know what, that's it. I'm gonna download some custom build by, and what turned into one freaking set turned into like 50. I'm not even kidding. And I do believe in my heart with the better, I think it's like better build by better debug, I don't really know what it's called, but it's a tool by Twisted Mexi. It actually allows you to filter out your assets in the catalog strictly by custom content. You can actually hide the Maxis made items, or you can completely disable your custom content from showing up in the catalog with a simple click. So for me personally, I really do believe that has been kind of like the turning point when it comes to finally submitting and downloading custom content build by stuff, because before that I didn't like how it cluttered up the catalog and it was just really frustrating. Now that I've played with it and built this entire apartment with basically CC, y'all, I can't go back. Like, I can't. One of my biggest fears too was probably like the meshes and even just some of the fabrics and stuff coming out a little too alpha. But I've noticed recently, especially with Snowy Escape, that the textures are leaning towards more detail these days, and it's almost acceptable, especially if you are strictly MM, to implement a little more detail into your assets here. So I don't know, I really love this apartment. Janelle in general, in case you guys don't know who Janelle is from the Foremans, but she is Jake's situationship, and even though they're very much in the earlier stages of their dating history, there is some undeniable chemistry here. And I don't want to give you guys like too much of the story all at once, but right now how we're playing the Foremans, it might seem like we're not really focusing okay, Foreman and focusing. We're not focusing really on Maurice, but we are, and we will. We'll have plenty of time with him, but right now I want to show you guys kind of like his life and his dynamic, getting to know the people closest to him before he ends up in that rags to riches situation. It's already happening. We're already making significant progress to the inevitable, but Jake is such a huge part of Maurice's life that you'll learn a lot about Maurice just by learning about the people that he keeps. You know what I'm saying? And Janelle is no exception. Because she kind of, and anything that I tell you, you're pretty much going to know, but she lives under her best friend, Kyra's shadow. And she always feels like Kyra puts her down. But the truth is I think Kyra's just straight up jealous of her. And it's crazy because Janelle actually has a diary that she keeps in her room, where she basically confesses all of these feelings that she could never, ever actually confess to her best friend Kyra. And there might be some stuff in there about Jake, I don't know, but I'm learning a lot about Janelle. Janelle's like Janelle's whatchamacallit, like aesthetic is a vibe. Like, I love the apartment and the jewel tones. I also really appreciate just the different uses of styles as well. Now, the build definitely starts out a little bit slower, and I like how we're jumping back and forth between the story and the build, but that's just how it works here. It starts off a little bit slow, very barren, because I'm not familiar with these items. I kind of wanted to lay them out, if it makes sense, like almost creating a sketch before you actually fill in the masterpiece. And the reason for that is I just wanted to get a feel of how everything was going to be laid out. And then I decided to kind of go in and start like fluffing it up a little bit by adding in some decor items, changing up some of the items and where they were placed, but also I do change like the wallpapers, and it's kind of cool to see it slowly coming together as a whole versus room by room. You guys, this little overhead, I think it's like an overhead fan or something. It's for the stove, for like the steam to escape. It is literally everything because it has lights too. So at night it kind of creates this very soft glow, which I love. The living room set too. These couches are freaking amazing. I think they're a part of the Curtis collection by Peacemaker. I know that for sure. And then with all the sets that I downloaded, I found so many like random units. Like for instance, this over the stove, this is probably a fire hazard. Paper towel roll holder. There we go. And I think it's so cool. I love it. And I also decided to throw in some like little succulents and stuff like that, because this apartment kind of comes off very like masculine at first, but you'll notice Janelle's like little feminine touches here and there. And by the way, Jake has not seen Janelle's apartment, and I'm sorry, the second he walks in here and it smells like a Bath and Body Works, he's probably gonna have a conniption, because he isn't used to this life. Like honestly, people who have fake plans, like that's like a foreign language to him. He doesn't get it. Or like when you have decor plates or towels. No, I'm sorry. Everything in his apartment has a function. So anything decorative, he doesn't. It's just like I said, it's like a foreign language to him. So I wanted to put her little laptop on the island. I thought that was kind of cute. In case you guys didn't know, Janelle, she is actually a journalist, and I feel like she definitely gives me journalist vibes. She's very sophisticated. She's very I don't know, she's very down to earth too, and that's kind of what I wanted her home to reflect, kind of like those more earthy tones. She's also very family oriented. She wants a family, and a big family someday. She's the type of chick that'll hold you down though. She'll hold you down. She doesn't expect you to be perfect, but she does expect you to try, and she expects you to be loyal. And I don't know why I'm starting to cry thinking about Jake and Janelle, because I know, well, here's the thing. I know the story. Like, I know what's gonna happen, and I'm like, I'm like, waterworks. And that's what's so special about this series of the Foremans, is everything that they do has a purpose. And it's great because if you guys are like, oh, I feel like we're focusing too much more on Maurice, it's like, just wait, like all in due time, Grasshopper, all in due time, I promise you. And just even talking about and Jake and Janelle while they're at this early stage in their relationship is just pulling at my heart. Like, it is making me feel things, because she and Jake have so much in common. They just want to be loved for who they are and not judged for what they have and, you know, their life circumstances. Just to give you a little bit of insight on Janelle, she actually grew up pretty rough too. Nobody really knows this about her. She's kind of closed off in that way. She has a hard time opening up to people, and that's probably why it seems like she was almost put off by Jake on their little cinema date, unofficial cinema date, but that wasn't the case. She was kind of trying to, you know, pump the brakes a little bit, because sometimes Janelle does wear her heart on her sleeve, and with her upbringing, you know, being so rough and a lot of people very close to her hurting her, she has trust issues for sure. And I wouldn't say they're trust issues like she thinks you're gonna cheat on her. It's just, she just has like, just fundamental trust issues. She just, you know, like, she knows that people who say that they love you on a daily basis are the very same people that can stick a knife in your back in the next day. And she's just not, she's worked too hard to be where she is right now to just throw it all away, you know, to the next, is basically my point. And I don't know, I love this girl, I really do. She's so cute. I just think she is so amazing. She loves, you know, to get down and dirty. She's the type of chick that'll go to the gym with you. She'll ride mountain bikes with you, but yet, you know, she'll get dressed up on a Friday and go to like a beautiful steakhouse, or, you know what I'm saying? She's so versatile, and I think this is exactly the person that Jake needs in their life, to be honest. But anyways, we're gonna jump back to the build now. We're kind of wrapping up these last few final details. I really loved these lantern lights and I wanted to use them, but a part of me was like, is that too tacky? Like, would Janelle honestly put lantern lights in her freaking curtains? Like, I don't think she would. So I ended up actually removing those a little bit later, but I wanted to just kind of clutter up this apartment as much as I could to make it lived in, but also I didn't want to like overdo it to the point where it was kind of almost too much, kind of like Martine's apartment, but that's different. Janelle is a little bit of a clean freak. She loves things to be organized and, you know, put in their precise spots. Like, that is a very huge part of who she is, so it wouldn't make a lot of sense for her to have a lot of clutter. But again, you know, just using custom content, I'm able to find that sweet spot. I'm able to add in little items like keys and a purse and some other assets that you would expect a sim to carry with them on a day-to-day basis. And just look at how different, like, honestly, just look at how different. Did I do this already? I don't know if I did this already. Well, if I did, you're seeing it again. Just look how different like my building is. Like, I don't ever use dark walls, and for some strange reason the darkness in the bedroom actually brings a lot more color into the atmosphere, if that makes sense. It just makes everything pop. And seriously, having so many more options for toilet paper rolls, like, hello sir, where have you been my entire life? I love this picture also, by the way, is like super duper cute, and I use it a little bit later. I was thinking of using the shower rack to put in some shampoo bottles, because apparently I have that now. See, I know, like, everyday items, like, yes. Also, the switches are functional. You'll see me put those in, or you might have already seen me put those in a little bit earlier or a little bit later, but they're completely functional, so I can actually turn off each individual room light just with a switch of a button. So that's really exciting. And then I think, what else did I decide to do? Oh, I wanted to change up her bedroom a little bit because it was just kind of looking a little barren to me, and this apartment's all about balance, and I wanted to add in that painting that we saw a little bit earlier in the bathroom. I also decided to add in these little like cubed shelves, and it was cute because there's like an extra slot so I could take her pencils, because obviously she's a journalist, she loves to write, and throw them in there as well, just to kind of free up that desk space, so that if you want to, oh my god, I'm starting to sound gross. If you want to, you can just take the laptop off of the island and throw it in the, you know, throw it in the bedroom. So you have a couple options of where you would like to work. So there are her keys and her cell phone. I'm just adding in some, you know, just minor clutter decor items. We've got like a little salt and pepper shaker. I love these little boxes. They're super duper duper cute. You will see like a cork board, and there's this mod. It's called the Photogenic Mod 2.0. You can actually create Polaroids with any of your pictures and throw them on the cork board, which I also thought was really cool, because then it kind of acts as not just a place to have the little postcards, but you can actually display memories and things that are important to you on it. So that was really exciting. For the foyer, this is probably my least favorite part of the room, just because it's such an awkward shape, but I just didn't feel comfortable having my Sims just walk straight on into the kitchen, because that would have been weird too. And I also really like the fact that Janelle has a closet, because I don't know if you guys noticed, but we don't have a dresser because it's really, you know, cozy and tight. But I decided to make this I'm so sorry, that was so gross. I've really been trying not to do that. I'm gonna literally like beep it out. That was so nasty. It's It's not as bad as that one time I hocked a loogie and I dead ass like thought I deleted that part of the video, and I didn't. But whew, y'all, I feel so much better. Anyway, I decided to make this kind of like a focal point of realism. I know that sounds so corny, but I did. I threw in her little purse. She has like a wallet here. She also has like her passport. I don't know why you would have your passport right next to the front door, but Janelle likes to live life on the edge. And then I'm kind of adding in some, you know, like minor details here. I'm throwing in some rugs. I actually decided to switch out the trash can. I'm moving the front door just to give me a little extra space. Seriously, check out that video, you guys. You can really make apartments feel brand new again. It's going to be amazing. And then I decided that I wanted a little more counter space too. I like this trash can. I've been using it more and more lately. I don't know why. It's not that great, but I like it. And then I think what else? I was going to throw in a helmet. See, that's actually kind of cute, Jen. I don't know why you decided to throw that away. But I'll like kind of add on to the kitchen here in just a little second. I did want to add some more texture to the walls, and then I found this custom content brick wallpaper that I'm just like, whoa, y'all. I'm so impressed with the way this apartment looks. I love it so freaking much. Anyways, did I seriously? I was like, oh girl, okay. I don't know. Sometimes like my speed builds, they freak me out. I'm like, did I mess something up? I'm not sure. But anyways, I'm going to post this apartment to the gallery at Gen2606. And also I'm going to post the mods and the videos that I talked about today on my website, where you can also in Tatum find the custom content that I used for this particular speed build. If by the off chance this is your Foreman Friday video, happy Foreman Friday. I do apologize. I just, like I said, I have such high standards for myself that I will not put out a video unless it is exactly how I envisioned, but I'm feeling really inspired to play, so we'll see. Anyways, long story short, that's the end of the speed build. I hope y'all enjoyed, and if you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below where the sun doesn't shine, and I'll see you all next time.